Hello everybody and welcome back to my channel. I hope you're having a lovely day so far. So in today's video I am going to be trying to create a full face of makeup for the least amount of money. I was recently sent this box of goodies from Relove, which is a sub-brand of Revolution. All of the products are £5 or under, so they're all super affordable, and in the little leaflet that they sent with all of these fantastic products there's a challenge. So Relove are challenging me and you and everybody to create a full face of makeup, to create a makeup look for less than £15 and to tag them to win a full collection of Relove products with the hashtag Relove by Revolution. So I have a few products here that have been gifted. I have a few products here that I have bought with my own money. Everything will be linked down below. But let's just try and create a full face of makeup, hopefully for £15. I think when I've added this up it comes to about 20, but let's see how we get on. So I'm starting with the Relove Super Serum Hyaluronic Acid Foundation. I have a full review of this on my channel already, a full day wear test. This is fantastic. I bought this with my own money. I would absolutely buy this with my own money again. This is £5. Such a bargain, and it is a fantastic foundation. If you have dry skin, this is an absolute dream. So I have put some on the back of my hand. You can't see because it's so liquidy, but I'm going to just start working this into the skin. Now, when I was thinking about what products I would use for this challenge and what sort of look I would create, I was sort of going between, oh, I won't use a foundation, I'll just use a concealer, and then no, I won't use a concealer, I'll just use a foundation. But when I thought about it a little bit more, this foundation is such great coverage for such a lightweight feeling foundation that I absolutely could just use this as concealer. Now, if you've watched literally any of my videos, you will know that I like quite a covered under eye. I like a lot of coverage on the under eye region, but for like an everyday look, this all over the lid and all around the eye is lovely. It's so hydrating and such a lovely amount of coverage. I just think for every day it looks so fresh, so dewy, so hydrating, all of these good words. It really is fantastic, and it just blends out like an absolute dream. It's so easy to use, and it also layers up really nicely. So I have quite a lot of redness in my cheeks. I have quite a lot of redness just in my skin generally, but especially across my cheeks and across my nose. I do like to have just a touch more coverage, and this layers up so nicely that I don't feel like I need a concealer. So if you're trying to keep the costs down, trying to create a full face of makeup for the least amount of money, this is a really great one. So for brows, I have another Relove product. This is the Relove Power Brow. This is a double-ended brow pencil, but what's interesting about this pencil is it's almost square shaped. It's like rectangular on the end, which is unusual for a brow pencil. I don't think I've seen this shape in a brow pencil before. However, the shape of this, I find, makes it so easy to fill in your whole brow, and you can also turn it on the side and get the very side of the rectangle, and it does create those little hair-like strokes. It takes a little bit more work, but it is easy. It is very easy to use. It's very pigmented. It's really easy to build up a very natural looking brow, but also if you wanted a little bit more colour, a little bit more of a blocky sort of glam brow, you could absolutely do it with this. They have 3 shades, I do believe. This is the shade brown and this works perfectly for me with like my hair colour and everything like that. So I like to just sort of go through fairly lightly, because it is quite pigmented. You could go through fairly lightly and just fill in the sort of mid and tail of the brow, leaving the front a little bit bare, and then turn it on its side and just do little flicky upwards motions just to make it a little softer in the front. and then you can go over it with the brush on the other end and just comb the product through so that it's not too blocky, if that's not your vibe. I quite like a blocky brown. Like that. It's really quick. Really, really quick. So that's the brows on. For my own personal benefit, I would really love a brow gel. However, to keep the cost down, I'm not going to use one today. For bronzer, I'm going in with this one here, which is the Essence Sun Club Matte Bronzing Powder. This is the one for lighter skin, which is 01 Natural. First off, this is the hugest pan. I don't think I will ever run out of this. And secondly, it's so affordable. This is £3.50. Did I even say how much that brow pencil is? That's £2.50. £2.50 for a fantastic brow pencil. You can't go wrong. So I'm going in with a big fluffy brush into the bronzer, and I'm not going to do anything too sculpted today. I just need some colour in my skin. So I've got that on the brush, and I'm just going to start warming up around the outsides of the face, under the cheeks, etc. So that is the skin bronzed, and now I just need a little bit of blush. So I'm going in with the e.l.f. Bite Size blush in the shade Guava. This has a blush and a highlighter in it. This highlight is slightly too dark for my skin tone, but the blush is absolutely beautiful. So I'm just going in with the same brush, loading that up on there because I like a lot of blush, and I'm going to tap that onto the cheeks. And these blush highlight duos are £3. So if you can get one where you can use the blush and the highlight, I was just really drawn to this blush, that's why I got this one. If you can find one that you feel attracted to the blush and the highlight, that works out at like £1.50 a product. They're an absolute bargain. But I feel like my skin is already looking dewy enough that I don't need to add that highlighter on. I'm really happy with how the base is looking. Really fresh, really juicy, all of the things that I look for in base makeup, and so affordable. So for eyes, I'm going to go in with this palette here. This is the Revolution Shadow Palette in Express, and obviously I was attracted to this one because it's got the most beautiful greens in it. Look at these shades down here. These have my name all over them. They are absolutely beautiful. So I will just swatch all of these shades on the back of my hand and I'll be right back. Okay, so that's how those are looking. The top two shades, which are these two here, if I just hold up the palette, the top two shades across the top there are almost like toppers. They're a really interesting formula. I definitely wasn't expecting them to show up like that, but very like useful to have. You can almost put those over the top of any eyeshadow look and just make it a little bit more reflective. The shimmer shades, which are the ones in the middle, this one and this one, are beautiful. They're not chunky glittery, they are just shimmers, so don't be expecting them to be that like intense glittery finish. They're a really soft buttery shimmer. And then the mattes, so impressed with this green. That is absolutely beautiful, matches my nails and my top pretty much perfectly, so I absolutely love that colour. Now we just need to create some sort of look with these. So I'm going to start with that matte brown shade, and I'm using quite a dense brush. I don't want to like blow this out too far, so I'm going to keep this quite tight into the crease and more on the outer corner. That's more pigmented than I was expecting that to be. Okay, I might just keep that on the outer corner, not take that through the crease. Yeah, I'm not taking that through the crease, that'll be too dark. I will take it under the eye a little bit though. Okay, so I just wiped off the brush, and with whatever product I've got on the eyelid, I will take that through the crease rather than trying to add more product, because that was a lot darker than I was expecting it to be. It's shearing out really nicely, which I feel like is a plus point, because you can sort of shear it out so that you get this lighter wash of colour, so that you can use that one colour through the crease like how I have done there, and then you can lay down more to build up that colour on the outer corner, which is what I'm going to try and do now. That has blended out so easily but also the colour has built up on that outer corner. This is a really interesting, like, cool toned brown. I don't know if I've ever used a brown like this before. Like, when you think of brown, like, I automatically think of like a warmer, like richer tone, but this is really nice that it's almost that leaning almost grey. Really interesting. I really like it. So that brown has blended out like a dream. It's built up on the outer corner to be quite dark and quite smoky, but it's blended out, blended into the skin really nicely, blended through the crease to create a bit of definition. I'm a big fan. So I'm going in with a flat shader brush now, and I'm going to go into that matte green shade. I'm going to try and build up a little bit of this on the sort of outer half of the lid, and then I'll put that shimmer on the inner corner. Look how pigmented that is. So I've just stamped that on with that first flat brush. I'm just going to go back in with that fluffy brush to blend it out. But that is so much more pigmented than I was expecting it to be. That's a really pretty green. I really, really like that. Obviously, I'm a huge fan of green eyeshadow anyway. I am biased, but I really, really like this shade. Like, look how intense that green is on the outer corner, but then it just washes into nothing in the crease. I love that colour. And that's created so much, like, depth on the outer corner. Like, I wasn't thinking that this was going to create such, like, a glam, smoky look, but I am a big fan of that. So I'm going to just go in with my finger with that green shade. I may use this one to, like, really highlight the inner corner, but I want this one. Obviously, I want the, like, tealy, turquoisey, dark shade all over my lid. So I've got a little bit of that on my finger. I will just tap that over. Oh, that is such a pretty shade. There's so much depth to it. Like, it's not just a one-dimensional shimmer. Like, when that catches the light, oh, it's so pretty. So I'm just blending out over that top edge where I put that shimmer, but I am so impressed with that. I will just put a little tiny little bit of this shade on the inner corner. Oh my gosh, that was a lot more pigmented than I was expecting it to be. Okay, yes, applied with a brush. Let me zoom in. Can somebody please explain to me the science behind how this shade here, swatched with my finger, which is perfectly pretty, perfectly fine, absolutely nothing wrong with it, how that turned into that with one swipe? No setting spray, nothing on it. How did that happen? That is so intense. And clearly I wasn't expecting it to be that intense with the amount that I've put on there. That's so pretty. I'm gonna have to, like, blend that across the lid because I just have so much of that on there. That is insane. So I'm going to try and layer over this shade here, the lighter browny shade. I mean, look how much that's picking up on the brush. Like, but it only swatched like that on my hand. Like, it's perfectly fine. But I was expecting these to be more sheer from the swatches, which is why you can't take the swatches at anything. Just tap a bit of that over there. Yeah, even that one. It's coming up a lot more intense with a brush. Yeah, so pretty. So pretty. Right, I'm just going to buff over all of that inner corner with a clean brush, just so that there aren't any lines. So under the outer corner I have those matte shades, but I think I just want to go in with a little bit of that tealy one on a brush and look up and just tap that right under there. Yes, that's pretty. And then with a really small, like, pencil brush, I'm going to go back into that matte brown shade and just try and deepen up that outer corner a little bit more. Just right on the lid. Don't want too much of that because it was already quite dark out there anyway. Yeah, I am really impressed with how all of those have blended together, how intense those inner corners are. I really like it. So I'm going to do mascara next. Let me zoom you out, you're a bit close to this. So for mascara, I'm going in with one from Relove. I haven't tried this before, so I'm very excited to see how this looks on the lashes. This is the Long Lash Lengthening Mascara. Comes in a really cute pink tube, and this was £2.50. So let's see how this layers up on the lashes, how it builds up. I generally prefer a volumizing mascara over a lengthening one, but let's see how it goes. Okay, so that is 2 coats of that mascara versus nothing on this side. I think I might be a convert to a lengthening mascara. That looks incredible. I feel like you can't even see how intense that mascara is because of the darkness that I've got on my lid, but my lashes look so long, they look so spidery. They don't look like thin and spindly, they do still look volumized, they do still look thickened, all of the things that I look for in a mascara. This does have it. Obviously I can't speak for the longevity of this mascara because this is the first time I'm trying it, but I will leave in the description box and the comments down below what this wears like, because that's the real kicker for me. If it doesn't wear well, I'm not going to carry on using a mascara. Like if it smudges and anything like that, I'm just not going to use it. So I will leave it down below how this wears for the rest of the day. Let me just even up the other side. So that is the mascara done on both sides. I am so impressed with this whole eye look. And how much did this eye look cost me? So the mascara was £2.50 and the eyeshadow was £3. This eye look has cost me £5.50. £5.50. My mind is blown. How do they create these products so cheap? And they're so good. Like, I am so impressed. Genuinely, like, I can't lie. Like, if something's not good, I'm going to tell you that it's not good. I am so impressed. So impressed. I need to start saying it right. I'm just going to put on some lip gloss to finish off the look. And this is £2. It is just a clear gloss. They do this in a few different colours. It smells great. I do just have some lip balm on, let me take that off. This gloss is so lovely. I just tapped over my lips with my foundation brush just to get a little bit of colour out of my lips before I put the gloss on, just so that the eyes could really be the focal point. And I am so impressed. This gloss feels lovely. It feels like it's really hydrating, doesn't feel sticky. These come in a load of different colours, so I'm definitely going to check that out. And that is me done. Let me know what you think of this finished look in the comment section down below. Is there anything from Relove that I haven't used today that you would recommend? I definitely need to look up these eyeshadow palettes. I definitely need to look up those lip glosses. The mascara as well. The mascara was fantastic. Obviously Relove and Revolution as a whole is a very affordable brand. But a whole face of makeup, and I've just added it up, this cost me £21.50 for every single product that I have on my face. £21.50. That's not a lot of money for makeup products. When you think, like, I don't even know, a MAC lipstick probably will cost you that much. Like a proper, like, high-end lipstick will definitely cost you more than that. And I have a full face of makeup that I am absolutely obsessed with. So let me know if there's any other Relove products that I need to try out. If there's any products that you love, then please do let me know. I am very much in the market. I absolutely love everything that I've tried today, so let me know what you think down below. If you like this video, please give it a big thumbs up. If you're going to join in this £15, trying to be a £15 face of makeup challenge, then do let me know down below as well, and you can join the challenge online with the hashtag Relove by Revolution. But until next time, thank you so much for watching. Bye!